Page 22, King of the Road. This is a very well-known country western piece. I want to warn you, we're getting into some spots not the way I haven't already been there. This is not necessarily piano music. This is an arrangement. This is actually a vocal solo. It's meant for an ensemble with guitar players and whatnot. And if the piano were doing something, it more than likely would just be doing chords and rhythms and stuff. But they've turned it into a piano solo, but it's just not pianistic. It doesn't fall under the fingers, as I call it. You don't always have a finger for what you need when you need it. You have to make do. And that's all over in this piece. So let's just talk about this carefully, because you're going to get this. When you get piano arrangements of other stuff, you're going to run into this. The idea is you learn it the way it's written first, and then once you have it and you can play it correctly, then you go back and you improvise and you change things and you make it your interpretation and your arrangement of it. It's okay, really, it's okay. But learn it the way it's written first, and that's what I'm going to talk about. So, right hand at the beginning, when the right hand comes in, they're saying 5-2. The melody's the top note, and that's what we want. That's the melody, and this other is just harmony. So they're saying 1-5 and then a 1-2, and then a 1-3. You got to come down. Don't have a lot of time. There's other possibilities here. For instance, instead of a 1-2 there, I could do a 1-3, and then a 1-2 on here. I can connect the melody. And then in the next one I have to come down to another 2. Unless I play them both with the thumb. But I want the 2 to be louder than the C. The D louder than the C. So I don't recommend playing them with the thumb. So the fingering might be 1-5, then 1-3, and then a 1-2, and then another 1-2. And anywhere else you get this pattern, the same thing. Going on, I'm going to play the little note there in the second line, first measure, with the B. And I like to use different fingers on repeated notes, so I'm not going to talk about it here. Let's just focus on this. Third line, second measure. Again, I'm going to play that grace note with the D. The melody's the top note. So, but it's all slurred together. So I want the melody needs to be legato. Then going on is more of the same stuff. Get over to page 23. First measure is here. Then you have a quarter rest, fortunately, because you got to move your hand up here. Again, I'm going to play the little note with the E. The top note's the melody. And the last measure, the first line, you have a 2-4 in the previous measure. Now they want this. Yeah. I would recommend, in the last measure, that first beat, you play that top note with third finger. That connects the melody, and then on the next AC you can go to 2-4. So the last two measures there is here. Because I'm trying to protect the melody. I want to hear the melody, I want to feel the melody, I want legato if I can. Can't always. Going on, second line here. And in the first inning, that half note, I would do a 1-4 there. You can do a 1-5 if you want. It just, to me, it's easier to do a 1-4. The 4 is there. And then going on, third line, not a big deal. Put a little more weight on the upper note. Yes, I'm swinging the eighth notes because that's the style of the piece. They got a note there that says I can too, so how am I doing it, huh? I do it anyway because this is the style of this. Fourth line down, the melody's the top note. What's the rhythm? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then going on, cross over the last measure of that fourth line, cross over for the last note. I want to hear that. I like the last measure fingering. It's 1 4 2 5, and then again we're protecting the melody. That's what we want to hear. Nice to have a staccato once in a while. Did you notice the staccatos are all over the place? Look at the left hand at the beginning of page 22, the pickup, it's a staccato. That's important in this piece. It's a part of this piece. They've got to have those staccatos. So make sure you get them wherever they are. In the left hand, not too bad. At the beginning, we already did the pickup. The asterisk in that measure is pointing you to the footnote at the bottom. We're already talking about. We're going to swing the eighth notes. Watch the fingering. 1 3. Now on page 23, fourth line down on the left hand, you're starting out okay here. Second measure, bring the thumb under. Because you want a different hand position, and this gets you there. So here. Pedal-wise, they're showing a little bit of pedal at the end, and I disagree with it, naturally. So I'm leaving the pedal out. You put pedal in, it's up to you, but I frankly like it better without pedal. I don't see any point in using the pedal there. And that's it. Roadmap-wise, well, this is interesting. We seem to be okay until we get to page 23, and the second line you have a first and second ending. In the first ending, you'll notice that there's no repeat sign there. And they put in a note to next strain. You don't need the note. The fact that there's no repeat sign tells you skip any more endings you have and go on. So at that point, we go on to the next line, the third line, and we go down to the bottom. Now we get a repeat sign. So now we're going to go back to a reverse repeat sign or back to the beginning of the piece, whichever comes first. And we see that there's a reverse repeat sign at the top of page 22. So we go back to that. And we go back over page 22 and then over to page 23. And now we take the second ending and they put in a fine. Isn't that nice? Don't need a fine because they have the thin and thick bar lines. That means it's the end of the piece. It's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. But that's the roadmap. So let's play this very slowly. We're going to take both endings. We're going to do the whole thing, hopefully okay. I'm not using any pedal. I am going to play all the eighth notes, long, short. I'm going to swing them. Not a lot on dynamics. This is a country western piece. Once you've learned it, read the words, sing along if you want. Sing it, and feel the dynamics. How loud or soft do you think it should be? There's lots of recordings of this, you'll find out. Not of this arrangement of this piece. So in 4/4 time with a pickup. Now this comes in on the end of 3, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3. Be a 1 and ready and go type thing. So go ahead and put your hands where they go. Right hand, left hand. One and ready and go.